Any isolated advice for feeling generally less isolated and purposeless? There's an overriding sense of things are only getting worse. I just want to be able to exist without wanting to eat lead.
No, it gets pretty bad out there for a lot of people. I mean, that's why so many people are on like Discord trying to like find, or Twitter and everything, trying to find friends and making online friend groups, is because everything is pretty bad. For a young man, though, you need to like you really gotta your own happiness. I haven't been happy fucking in 20 years.
Me neither.
When was the last time you were happy? I'm not even going to say the last time I was happy, because this is like embarrassing. It's too personal. It's also embarrassing. It's also not. It's unbecoming of a man. Happy is like happiness is a state for women and children, with the rare exception of like little moments that you may or may not be lucky enough to capture. Happiness is for women and children, and I can't. Anytime I've heard "I'm not happy" from a guy, it's been a guy who has like nothing going on. The challenge of living, like life is hard. It's like difficult, and fucking happiness is not going to factor into it for a while. I don't know. You got anything to say about that made me look less retarded?
Specifically on his point where he said the world's getting worse and worse, my way of coping with that is like imagining that I have the front row seat to like the most insane movie ever. That's how I look at it.
May you live in interesting times. That's the Chinese proverb.
Yeah.
May you live in interesting times. And also, you don't have like typhoid or like syphilis or something that's like incurable. You know, we're relatively. We're also in like the cushiest, most insulated age of humanity. So recognize that too. The grass is always greener. You know. So you have to do what you can with what you have. That's all you can do. That's literally the only thing you can do.
When you're down, the best thing to do, you listen to 311. You get the gratitude muscle. You start working your gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration you can have. Gratitude is the highest vibration you can buzz at. You get grateful for things. You can be the sons of God. You can be regretting your life. You can be regretting. You can be worried about things, or you can be grateful for what you can do with your own mind and with what you have. And when I get wild, I say to myself, look what I have. And I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm looking in chat right now. I say, look at this community. Look at the quality of the ideas, the quality of the sentiment, the quality of the energy in here. I say, look at the people that support what they love. Look at the things here, and I say I'm blessed and I'm grateful for what has been built here. The same goes for y'all's. It was a wild time years ago. It was a wild time, a time of desolation, a time of wasted lies, a time of extreme nihilism, a time of regret, a time of the thirst. But you fast forward a couple years, and I say to myself, I've never been happier. I've never been more capable of living, of not being in a rat box or being in a place with no heat or something bogus like that. I've never had a better roof over my head. I've never had more tools. Got a drum set coming in. Got this set up. I got all the... Not everyone has these things, I've never been more capable of getting the tools I need to keep on putting the mirth out there, whether it be music or movies or, ridiculous games, etc. I've never been more capable. Not in the last 10 years. The 10 years were nothing. The last 10 years were nothing compared to the last 1 year, the last 2 year, the last 3 year here. Nothing. They were desolation and despair compared to how it is now. That's true. And I've just never been more capable. I've never been happier. And only then, when the soul sickness was cleansed out of me, that's when I started to have good things in my life. Gratitude is the most powerful healer. It really is. And look, everyone can get down, it is what it is. You live in this world. You're in this world, you don't have to be of it. But a lot of the times, people become all over the world and are susceptible to the spiritual weapons. The less hateful the less worried, the less scared you get, the more good things are attracted into your life.